Hi guys, so by popular request, today we are comparing a UK NHS Band 5 payslip and the Ireland HSC Band 5 payslip. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Stop that. Hi, my name is Nanelle. If it's your first time on the channel, I'm a Ghanaian trained nurse currently practicing in the UK. And this is a series that I've started on my channel to compare payslips of nurses in other countries, okay? And to help you make informed decisions if you're willing to go to any of these countries. The first episode was UK versus US, and it's one of the most popular videos suddenly on my channel now. And I hope you guys are going to love this too. I work in a care home, but I am not comparing a care home payslip today. I have here a UK Band 5 NHS payslip, yes. And our guest here, Nurse Coach Ola, she doesn't need any introduction because she's been on the channel so many times. When it comes to Ireland migration for nurses, she's your go-to person. You can check out her channel. I'll leave details in the description as well. Today, she's representing Ireland. Let's see who wins. Yay! Yes. So she's a senior nurse, but today we are not comparing her senior nurse payslip. We are comparing, a lower rank payslip. So can you introduce yourself and tell us the rank you work? Okay. So like I said, this person I'm representing, this is an NHS Band 5 payslip. The person works in an A&E in London. Okay. So what do you have?
At the moment, I'm a clinical nurse manager too. I think that would be your Band 7.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So yeah. So Band 5 here is the staff nurse. So, but I have the payslip, my payslip when I was a staff nurse in ED. So I think that goes well. A&E is ED here. Okay.
Yeah. So this is really, really cool. What's the contracted hours? For this person, I think for most people in the NHS, it's 37.5 hours per week, and your breaks are not paid. What's yours?
I'm talking based on these dates, and these dates are 2019. Okay. And there hasn't been much difference, with the salary. So 39 hours. But today there's this new rule, whatever. It's now 37.5. But not every hospitals have started adopting that. So I'll still go with the 39 with what I have here. So breaks are not paid with the HSC, but you can take them.
For those who are confused and don't know what the HSC is, the HSC is like the government hospitals in Ireland. Just like we have the NHS in Ireland, they call it the HSC. For this person, I can see that the rate per hour is 14.9. What is your per hour rate?
Okay, just to know that Ireland is euro. Regular staff nurse, the hourly rate should be 18.6 euros as at this date. So now it's gone up to like 19. And apart from that, we have what we call enhanced staff nurse here. So enhanced staff nurse, that means you have worked with HSC for minimum of 1 year, then you can convert from a regular staff nurse to an enhanced staff nurse, and you get an increment with that.
Wow. So your rate is much higher for your regular, and this is your 2019.
Okay. 2019.
Anyway, until we know the deductions and we know everything, we can't say for sure. Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. So with the NHS, they have something we call unsocial hours. Okay. And then your social hours, it covers night duties and then Saturdays and Sundays and then bank holidays. And each of these have different rates as well. So if you are working on a night duty, you get paid 30% extra of the number of hours that you did for that night duty. And if it's a Sunday, it's 60% of the number of hours you did on a Sunday, and bank holidays as well as extra 60%.
So here, just like we have the out of hours, okay, that we call it. So the night shift, let me just use the regular. You have the normal pay and then the premium pay. So you'll be paid per hour as your regular, like 18.6, but you now have premium pay on top of every out of hours that you do. So you have like about 3 euros on top of every. So if you do like Saturday nights, Saturday alone, it's out of hours. Being a night is out of hours. And then, so you not do Sunday nights again is out of hours. Sunday nights, you have double premium. And that's what makes the money. So at the end of the day, you can have, if you do 2 weekends, you can have up to 15 euros extra.
So I think it's basically the same as the NHS as well. You'll be paid for the basic hours that you are contracted for. And on top of that, if you work any unsocial hour, Sundays is 60% of the number of hours you worked on a Sunday in that particular pay period. And then bank holidays is also 60% of the number of hours on top of the normal basic. And then weekends is 30%. So I think it's basically the same. Okay, so now let's talk about the basic pay. Okay. The number of hours the person works that particular pay period is 162. And this was paid at 14.9. So the total of that was 2,431. We have to let people understand that although it is 37.5 hours, there are some months that have more than 28 days. So that's why it's more than 150 hours. Okay. This person also worked, there was a bank holiday. Okay. So the bank holiday, it was just one shift, 11.50 hours. The person was paid extra 60% of the number of hours. That's 60% of 11.50 hours multiplied by 14.9 again, and that gave 102. And then 9 duty enhancements. The person did 53 hours of 9 duty enhancements. And that total was 239.52. Saturday enhancements, 15.50. And that amounted to 69.39 in total. And then Sunday, 23 hours. And 60% of that gave 205. And then there was on social enhancements in general as well. That was 3 hours. And that was paid also a total of £13. Okay. And because the person is in inner London, they gave extra £486. So in total, the gross was £3,618 and 13 pence. Okay. So can you tell us the rate and then your gross?
Basic pay, 169.9 hours at the unit's rate of 18.61555.
Okay.
So that gives 3.56.92.
Wow.
That's the basic. So in that month, location allowance here, full-time is 154.83.
Okay.
Hours, Sunday and public holidays, 12 hours. So I did 12 hours that month at the same basic rate, and that's 223.39.
Okay.
Then the premium on top of that is 279.23 for the Sunday.
Okay.
Then another Sunday night, 11.15 hours at the same rate, and that was 207.56. The night duty is 19.51 hours. And then at the same rate, total 363.19. And the premium for that is 69.82. Then I had a Saturday premium night.
Okay.
And the premium of that was 45. So the total gross was 4,005.84 euros.
Okay, so for the NHS, the UK NHS, the total number of hours you are comparing in this video is 162.95 hours. And for the Ireland HSC payslip we are comparing today, the total hours is 169. And for our gross, after all the enhancements, night, bank holiday, blah, 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 including inner London enhancements or whatever, the total was 3,618.13 pence. So what was your total, like the gross?
Total gross is 4,005.84 euros.
Really? Now let's look at the deductions. Okay. Yeah. So the UK NHS is basically about 3 or 4 main things. So we have our tax, that's the pay as you earn. And this person was deducted 437.60 pence. And then the NI, this person was deducted 368.25. And then NHS pension, 347.67. And then pension arrears, this person was deducted £6.91 pence. Okay. So in total, all the deductions summed up to £1,160.43 pence. Yes. So what were your deductions?
Okay. So AIC deduction 103.
Okay.
The social charge, universal social charge 146. So the tax on top of these was 456.69.
Mm-hmm.
And employee PRSA, which is your pay as you pay, 180. So in the long run, I have a total deduction around
1,085.
Yeah, so that's my total deduction.
1,085. Okay, yeah. Euros. All right.
Yeah.
Then the take home for this NHS nurse that's the net pay, was £2,457. What was your take home, the net?
My take home, my net pay was 3,097.02 euros.
Let's convert.
You already know where this is going.
I don't know where it's going. Let me check. So it's not much of a difference. But the only thing is, this is a 2019 payslip and this is a 2023 payslip.
Yeah, and then now it's more.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the sad part is this is with inner landing benefit or whatever.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. And there's no overtime in this.
Are you in Dublin?
On this payslip, I was in Dublin.
You're in Dublin. Okay.
Yeah, and Dublin is the most expensive, in Ireland.
And what is like let's say a 2-bedroom rent in Dublin at the moment, like averagely?
A 2-bed in Dublin, you have like 1,800 to 2,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So I live outside Dublin now.
You live outside Dublin now. Then I think Dublin is as expensive as London even, or even more expensive than London.
It would be more expensive. I think housing in Ireland is more expensive than the UK.
Than the UK.
Yeah.
So that will also help people decide. But basically, it looks like, I don't like to say that, but it looks like Ireland won in this payslip comparison. Wow, because if you are comparing a 2019 payslip to a 2023 February payslip, and then you are winning, that's sad. So guys, if you want to choose between UK and Ireland just based on salary, then you have it. It's clear. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. If you're looking to migrate to Ireland, I'll leave details of Nurse Coach Ola in the description. On the screen, you can contact her, and then she's your go-to person when it comes to Ireland migration. I hope this was helpful. After exposing ourselves and showing our payslips online, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video as well. Thank you so much. Bye.